Alright, what's up? It's Ivana again, back with another video. Pretty much what we're gonna do today is make shorts. I mean, I've been making these shorts, so technically I should have made this on January the 1st because that's when I started making the shorts. I'm gonna put on the screen like a picture or two or whatever, or maybe just one, we'll see. But I had this dress back in the day. I don't wear dresses anymore, fuck that shit. If I didn't work on this material, if I didn't do something with it, I would have just thrown it away. And I decided I was gonna make something with it because I like the stripes to it. Also, in 2018, I tried to do something to this dress. I tried to like crop it like shorter, where the length, you know, like the length of like a biker short per se. And it didn't turn out how I thought it was going to turn out back then. First I made cutoff clothes because I didn't know how to sew. And then in 2019 is when I finally started sewing. At first I was just hand sewing and trying to like create stuff with just, you know, doing that. Then in October of 2019, that's when I started using a sewing machine. And yeah, here we are now. So these are just a pair of shorts I altered. I still need to fix the bottoms because this will tend to show. And I want it to be like that, showing on my legs, but then this will just come up. Don't like that, so I think I just have to like fold it like that and then sew it. That should work. Anyways, what I was saying is, well, I made them into shorts because they weren't shorts before. And pretty much, as you can see, you know, you got the seams, you got the seam here, and you got the seam on the other side. So it's like 4 parts in total, but if you already have the seams on each side, then it would be two sides. So I wasn't really thinking about that when I first was trying to make this, and I literally made it, I folded it into one piece. One piece. Oh, I totally messed it up. But it's okay because it turned out to be a happy mistake. Sometimes this happens, and it just shows you shouldn't give up. Due to this piece, I'm already learning. Like, I didn't have enough material, so somehow I was still able to make this happen amazingly. And yeah, I'm very surprised with myself. Like, there's still some work I gotta do. Whoops. Apparently there's like a hole trying to pull itself in there, but I'll figure it out. Looks like it's right at the top, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. But what I'm saying is, I had to undo what I did because it literally was on one side that I did that, and I tried to put it in half, and that didn't work. So when I was having trouble making the seams, I put the stripe material underneath. Obviously, this is the front seam, this is the back seam. So the back seam for the stripe material was underneath, and the material was laying flat. And like I said, I put these shorts as reference on top, and then I folded the side over. So I made sure that that seam was lining up right here, and then I folded each side over with the material, and then I had it more like this, where it's like you can see like the triangle of like how the shorts are supposed to be. And then as I had that stripe material folded over, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut here, you know what I'm saying? And so I did that on each side, and then since that material was already folded over, and I made sure I was not cutting that part of the material, then I was like, okay, now you're supposed to sew that part and make this seam. I was really struggling with trying to get this like cross seam, you know what I'm saying? So this is like basically the crotch area seam part. So to make that happen, I usually would have struggles with that. So this time, when I was working on the stripe material to make those shorts, I made sure to put these seams together. So I just made sure to sew those parts in first. Then I tried it on, so it wasn't perfect first with like the way it fit me. So you kind of like have to sew it where it fits your body more. But I'm just saying, like, I was like, oh, these seams are correct. Like, yeah, we're getting in the right direction. Before, I tried to just like sew the material together, kind of like a seam area. I tried to do it myself, and it just wasn't working. I figured it out, and I hope that helped. Hopefully I explained that, oh, okay. But anyways, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna show you what these shorts are looking like right now on me. So yes, this is how it's looking so far. So I already added in the scrunch. Like, you don't want to put the scrunch all the way down in here. Like, you want room for your glutes. So I just measured where I wanted it to start, and then I just did the ruching. Let me know if you want a more like detailed video of how I did that or whatever. I'm short or something. Like, I'm not that short, but I'm just saying you can't see the fullness. It looks really funny, the shorts at the bottom, because they're still in progress. And I have like all of these threads hanging out because like when I'm making something, I don't like to tie the threads up just yet because I want to make sure that everything is going good. Like, I don't want to like have errors like, oh, this is not fitting correctly or something, you know what I'm saying? And then let's say I already knotted it up, or I did one of those where you stitch whatever stitch you're doing, and then you take this little knob on like the sewing machine, back stitch it, and then you front stitch it over and over again. That's what you kind of do. That's what a lot of people do, but I don't really do that much unless I'm really sure, because I tend to make a lot of mistakes when I'm making stuff. So for me, it just doesn't make sense for me to use that method. So I'll just like have the strings out long so I can like tie the knots at the end if it's correct. Because what I've learned is if you try to like do that, and let's say you made a mistake, you do that like front stitch, back stitch over and over and over. That way you don't have to make any knots at the end with your seams. Yeah, it's not fun to try to get out, and a lot of the times you're just creating holes in the fabric because you made a mistake. So I don't recommend doing it that way unless you really know what you're doing and you know that what you're doing is correct. I don't know, man. So far so good. I feel like the booty scrunch in the back looks pretty good to me, if you ask me. And then I think like this is really flattering to the glutes. So let me know, does that look good? I will see when I look at the footage, but I'm pretty sure so far stuff is looking good. Like, it's still in progress, like I was saying, so it's not looking perfect. I still have to hem the seam down here at the bottom for both of these, and you can see like this is like like the, you know, the lengths are funny looking, but that's how that stuff looks like. Anything that I make or anything anyone makes will look weird when it's still in progress, but it's elastic to help keep that shape, to separate the glutes. And then, like I said, these seams on each side, like, so flattering to the glutes. Happy accidents, I'm telling you. And I just think it looks hella cute. Like, yes! But yeah, I'm gonna have to make that waistband. Obviously, up top, these shorts are a little bit too long. As you can see, like in the back, it's a lot lower since I did the scrunch. Because when you do scrunch to anything, it makes the fabric shorter, because you're basically doing this and gathering the fabric with it. But not exactly that way, but we'll see if they're like squat proof, let me know. But I'm pretty sure they are, so. Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's work on these shorts now. You know they need work. You saw how crusty on some of the parts they're looking, but other than that, like the shape of them, I like how that shit's looking. I'm loving making these shorts. Are you kidding me? Like, and the fact that I got all that work done that you see right in front of you, that I just showed you those shorts, that was one day, a few hours on the first, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the way to start the new year of 2022. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, gotta hem some stuff. Also, I'm gonna just reinforce different areas, and yeah, you'll see me sew and make them, and yeah, it'll be hella cool. So let's go make these shorts. So I have this long piece of material. I think back in the day I was trying to use it. I was trying to like make a headband or something, and I don't know how to make headbands yet. Let's just be real here. So I'm not gonna use it for that. So I'm just gonna use some of it. We'll see what we can do. But I think I'm gonna use some of it to try to like make the waistband. So I'm thinking like folding this in half should work. We'll see. Folding it in half, and then I'm thinking sewing it. So you fold it in half and you get the seams. You put the seams together like that, and then you'd like sew it right up against the shorts, and then that's how you make the seam. I'm pretty damn sure that's how you do it. Yeah, because I tried to make like Harley Quinn leggings before, but they were an absolute fail. They were too tight, and I'm trying to grow my legs, so they were too tight. Okay, I still need to make the red leg sleeve, but I already made 2 black leg sleeves. But yeah, options. But yeah, I basically turned those Harley Quinn leg sleeves. I turned the leggings, the Harley Quinn leggings, into those leg sleeves. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can ever either retry to do that again. But it was a failed project. I was working on it for a few years, and it was a major fail. That was my first project, I would say, that I ever did, like trying to do booty scrunch and stuff on, and I didn't know how to do booty scrunch back then. I was just literally just like taking the elastic to the seam and thinking that that was gonna look good, and no, you're going about it all wrong if you just try to elastic. You know, you're stretching it and you're putting the elastic and you're sewing it. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's the hint. That is part of it, but that is not the only thing you're supposed to do. There's just like a lot of steps, and it just takes more than that. And then also people don't understand that when you're making booty scrunch, once you get the material ruched into place, you need to sew. You need to sew and sew over again. You got to go in through there with the straight stitch, which is a normal stitch. You go in there with the zigzag stitch to reinforce, to make sure that shit that you put into place, the material that you ruched into place, will stay in place and not snap, and then your ruching is ruined. You don't want that to happen. So, yeah, pretty much. Little stuff I've learned so far. So yeah, you see this in here? You see all that thread? You see all that? I told you. But yeah, until I'm sure that I have done all the seams correctly, it's a mess. Like I just got shitloads of thread in here. Yep, that's pretty much what I do. And then I didn't do it all the way at the top with the booty scrunch, but now I'm thinking I might do that. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about like with the elastic going all the way to the top with that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm still deciding. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the waistband, because with the little amount of material that I have, I'm really not sure how I'm gonna do that. So I'll figure it out. Like I always do. Anyways, like how I was saying, I'm gonna use this for the waistband. What used to be, yeah, see what I'm saying? I'll insert a picture. This was when I was doing like outrageous makeup looks. I like it more natural now. Like obviously I'm not wearing any makeup on my face right now, but I'm just saying, like when I do my makeup look, I make it look more natural, because I personally think that looks better. But there's a time and place for outrageous makeup looks, and right now just ain't the time. Exactly. So, and this headband, it would need to be longer and thicker to be an actual headband. Like, let's just turn this into a waistband. Let's use this material. Like I said, if I wasn't going to do anything with this material, what did I say already? It would have gone in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not using some material, if I'm not going to do anything with it, I can't stand the material, just not happening, where do you think it's going? In the trash can. So, to be sustainable, like, I think it's cool that you can come through and revitalize fabric and clothes, and by turning them into something else. Like, and it just helps you with your creativity. So I think it's a very cool thing doing stuff like that, but that's just me. Anyways, let's figure this out again. Don't know if you can see all that. But yeah, so you started at this point, because this is where all the seams meet in the middle, where it's the cross seam. So you've got the seam for the front, and the seam for the back. And then the other ones, that's the seam for the leg part. So yeah, so that's where all that is. I'm trying to find the seam. Where's it at? Just a minute, bear with me. All right, so this is what the booty scrunch looks like from the outside, and this is what it looks like from the inside part. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so 2 layers of elastic, because there's an old elastic, and it works pretty well. So it helps keep the shape by putting the elastic on from that beginning part of the seam where it meets at that cross seam, and then all the way to the end. It helps keep that shape, so as soon as you put your shorts on, it's already like sculpted and like separates your glutes. It doesn't look like you have a unibutt, because I personally don't know about most people, but I know about myself, and me personally, I don't like the way that looks. I just don't like. So like for me, if I ever expand my wardrobe, especially for like workout gear, and get a pair of seamless leggings, you bet your ass is gonna have a booty scrunch in the back because I need some glute separation, or it'll look so unflattering. I'll look like I have no ass. It, you know, when you got a unibutt, that makes it look like, you know, it's one thing. It makes it look like your ass is flat. It's just so unflattering, and to me, I just don't like that. So for me, this works very well. So now I'm gonna use my pins, and I'm gonna try to pin this material down. I had it inside out, but I forgot you're supposed to have it, when you sew it, you're supposed to have it already like that, and then you just sew against the line. I don't know. I hope this works. Like I said before, at this moment in time, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do the damn thing, because that's how you learn. It's like, try to figure some stuff out on your own, and I guarantee you'll feel so much better when you figure out yourself. So today, that's what we're gonna be doing. Trying to figure this shit out, because I have no idea, like I said, what I'm doing. This is me all the time. I make something. Even when I'm drawing, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I just look at whatever picture I'm drawing. If I'm doing a character drawing, or just, you know, trying to draw a certain picture, image. You can't even see my face, but I also want you to see what I'm doing, so the struggle is real. But what I'm saying is, basically, I look at a picture and I draw what I see. If I see some weird scribble, I'm gonna put that weird scribble on the piece of paper, and as time passes, like an hour will go by or something, and then it's like, oh, you got more scribbles on the paper, and oh, you keep looking back and forth, just, you know what I'm saying? That's how I be looking when I draw. All of a sudden, there's an image that's starting to appear on the page, and you just gotta trust yourself. So, and it helps with confidence and just getting better in general. So I love it, live for it. Yeah, the back part, it's creating a V, but yet it's too, in the front of the shorts, it's too high up. Like, it's like ultra high waisted. So I'm like, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to fix that. This is how long the waistband should be for me in particular. I can measure it if you want. I'll do that real quick. All right, so it looks like it's about like 29 inches, and I just want to have it like that to make sure that I have enough stretch for my, you know, self with these shorts. So yeah, this is how the waistband is looking so far. Like I said, I made that error mistake of flipping it outwards. So I had it the other way around before, you know what I'm saying? Where this fabric was showing, and it was folded like this, but this is the outward side of the fabric, and that's how it should be folded. We got it all pinned down and everything, so yeah. So I just finished doing the inside, because there was like about an inch more fabric that I needed to do, and this is the back side, so this is the seam for the booty scrunch. So I did the elastic on it. So I'm just gonna cut that off now. And this is an old elastic I was using because I think this was from a piece of clothing that I knew I wasn't gonna wear anymore, so I threw that away, but I was like, ooh, it has elastic on it, I'm gonna use that. So I still was somewhat being resourceful, coming through. Like, now I have elastic, but I'm just saying back then I didn't have elastic, so I'm like, hey, I don't want to like waste it. So if I save it, I'm gonna use it. So she's putting that to good use. You're supposed to put the elastic from that seam. So this is the backside seam, the glute seam, whatever you want to call it. So I just made sure I did the elastic twice. So 2 layers of elastic are on this. Yeah, that's me. I'm a weirdo. Can't help myself. I don't know what to put on. I just know that I'm trying to figure out like how to do this. Let's see. Maybe if I do that, that'll help. No, I should put it over this way. Yeah, I think that'll work better for me. Yeah, alright, I'll just do that. So I'm stepping into, because I just pinned and I put together, so I sewed like the end together. The waistband, still have the parts pinned down where I want it to be. But like I said, this part up here in the front, it's too high up. So that's why I'm trying to do what I'm doing right now. Let's see if I can figure it out. I hope so, because that would be great for me. Sure would be. Amazing. an incredible one. Yes. So I'm thinking it'll be like that. Something like that. Let's see. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I have no idea. I'm just trying to sew, y'all. Just trying to sew up a storm over here. And I am doing that. I never know if it's going to turn out good. Like I said, I just try to figure it out. That's all I ever try to do, is try to figure shit out. And if it works, cool. But sometimes stuff don't work out. You have to start over all over again. So it just depends. Oh my. See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't always turn out good. Like, I already see there's like a part that's struggling. I've made some errors so far, as you can see with the thread over here, but I just sewed this right now. The waistband to the shorts, just sewed that together. This is my second time sewing it, so let's hope this time ended well. I'm gonna go try it on real quick, so we'll see. Basically, the waistband is material folded in half, and then I'm sewing that to the shorts, so it's basically like 3 layers, and sometimes little areas like that will have like gaps where you have to redo it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I need to fix that part right here, so it'll be all nice like that. So yeah, trying to figure out where. Okay, so it's in this area right here. It's almost an inch long, I'd say. So I'm just gonna go over that piece again. Well, I'll start before it, and then I'll kind of do my thing. Put my needle on there. And then, so instead of just going straight across, I'm going to try to curve it. Curve it outwards a little bit, so I got more room. That should be good. Alright, I finally got the waistband finished. This is how it's looking so far. Big improvement. And I just want to let you know that 3 or 4 times I had to redo like sewing in this area because I was trying to like get it to match up straight. So the whole thing, the whole waistband, trying to sew it, took me like 2 times. But then I also was trying to get this to match up too. But yeah, so this is how it's looking so far. And yeah, now I just gotta like do extra ultra sewing so stuff stays in place. And inside also, you see all this thread, gotta fix that, knot it all up so the seams stay in place. And then, like I said, do my extra sewing on the inside so everything stays put. But yeah, obviously it looks a lot better now that the waistband is in. Now the waistband is not perfect, but just the fact that it's on there and it looks pretty damn good to me, I'm fine with it. 2 thumbs up, because I'm not tripping. Doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, just the fact that this is looking so much better. Now, still looking crusty at the bottom here. I still gotta hem this. But other than that, man, we're making progress. Like I said, I still have all those threads all up in here. So, like I said, you see this. The thread is all hanging. That's me always when I work on stuff. And like I said, she does it for a reason. Like, because I gotta make sure that everything is shaped to my body correctly first before I make any seams permanent. Because what if I need to fix something? This is what it's looking like so far, and I'll give you an update of how it looks at the end when this is all, you know, fixed. Alright, what's up? It's a new day, and this is the 3rd day of, is this the 7th or the 8th? I don't remember. But it's a new day of working on these shorts. You see this right here? Yeah. Getting that thread all situated. So now that I know that most of the seams are good, I'm just like tying up the knots at this moment in time because I need to do that. So that's what I'm gonna do.